Matt here with Keeping Up YYC. Today we're joined by Aymie Rondeau with the Curvy Shop. How are you today, Aymie?
I'm great, thank you. How are you?
I'm fantastic. Thanks for asking. We'll get right into the questions and we'll have you tell us a little bit about your business.
For sure. Yeah, the Curvy Shop is a Calgary-based e-commerce business. We are focused on providing size-inclusive fashion for women all around the world. But yeah, we basically curate a collection of the best in plus-size fashion brands and advertise that through our e-commerce platform and our social media sites.
Okay, so you don't make your own clothing line or anything. You basically culminate different clothing lines and offer them.
As of right now, yes. The long-term goal is to start manufacturing clothing and having more sustainable made in Canada options for plus size women. It's definitely lacking in our market, but as of today, yes, we're pulling together brands that are already in stores.
Oh, okay, that's exciting though for the future. Do you have a name or a logo or anything? Have you thought that far?
I haven't got that far ahead yet.
Okay.
My next focus will be on securing funding. So if there are any angel investors out there, I definitely would like to talk to you.
All right. Well, I can't help you there. My wallet's not all that heavy. So
Fair enough. Yeah.
you're already an e-commerce store. However, everybody is affected in this environment. How have you been affected? I guess what I'm asking is, what have you been doing to adapt to this environment?
Yeah, I think for me it's a little bit different because I already had that e-commerce platform set up. We have been established for a little over a year. So my business started in 2019 through the ATB Build Her Business campaign, where I crowdfunded to basically launch my business, start my website and things like that. So the online platform has been operating for just about a year now. So yeah, we've only ever been online. I guess for us, the focus has been, yeah, I mean, we kind of have a captive audience right now, seeing people just shopping like crazy online. So trying to capitalize off of that as much as possible. But then also looking at how do we expand our market outside of Canada or North America. We can really target a plus size woman anywhere in the world, just depending on where our partners ship to. So yeah, just looking to really like expand our brand outside of Canada and outside of Alberta right now.
Okay, so I actually did forget to ask, you don't have a physical retail location at all. You're all e-commerce.
No, not yet. I mean, I would say when I started the business, that was my dream, was to have a boutique in Calgary. Because yeah, it's a huge gap in the market for plus size women. They really don't have a lot of options when it comes to shopping. You know, if you think about going to Chinook Center, there's one store that's dedicated to plus size women and a very small section in the Bay where plus size women make up about 70% of the market. And I think it's like 2% of fashion on shelves. So there's this huge gap. But I think just given what we've seen with, obviously with COVID, we've had challenges in Calgary around rental rates, property taxes, things like that. I don't feel like the business environment is that friendly to a brick and mortar retailer at the moment. So I'm happy that I didn't, go out and sign a lease or anything like that. Because yeah, I think we would be hurting like every other small business in Alberta right now. So yeah, that's why we focus solely online to start with.
Oh, okay, so very lucky in that regard, but maybe
Yeah.
in the future something to look at. Just so it could be nice to have that personal touch, little boutique, something like that could be really nice.
Yeah, that's really my long-term goal and vision um, start that again. My vision long-term is to have boutiques across really anywhere in the world, but definitely starting in Canada. Again, there's just a huge lack of availability in stores. So, if you're going on a last minute trip or you get invited to an event or something like that and you don't have anything to wear as a plus size woman, you're really stuck in terms of options. There isn't a lot of, you know, really high quality design or things like that. So it's almost a catch-22 because a lot of the retailers are moving more towards online and e-commerce only. But then when you have the demand to, you know, grab something at the last minute from a store, it's not there. So, you know, you hear a lot of larger retailers saying, well, we tried to, you know, offer plus size lines, but no one was buying it in store. They're only buying it online. So we're pulling it off the shelves. So yeah, it's a bit of a chicken and egg scenario. People are asking for it, but then when it is on the shelves, they're not buying it. Yeah. I would love to hire a researcher to like figure out like why is this happening. Yeah, it's just kind of a funny market at the moment. Yeah.
So the next question I have for you is, what can people do to support their local businesses right now?
I would say, yeah, just really focusing on shopping local to start with. If there is an option where you can get something from a local retailer, whether it's, you know, someone that's selling on Etsy or someone that will deliver right to your home, try to look for those options first. Again, like these businesses can't survive if people don't shop with them or support them. So I'm, you know, the demand is there. People are saying that's a great idea. We need this service or we need this product. But then when it actually is delivered, people need to back it up and buy from them rather than, you know, going to the Amazons of the world and buying in bulk or fast fashion or things like that. Yeah.
Yeah, it can be really easy for people to, I guess, default to some of the bigger names just because they're so ingrained in their heads. Everybody knows who they are. They may not know that they have those options locally. They'll have to potentially look for them because a smaller business like yourself doesn't have the same marketing spend, let's say. So
for sure. Yeah, no, we definitely don't have an Amazon budget when it comes to ads, maybe one day. But yeah, I mean, obviously a lot of the advertising is on social media. So even if people are taking the time to share that information on their posts or their stories just to spread the word, even just the word of mouth goes so far, even if it's not a service that you would use yourself. So for my business, I'm always encouraging, like, no matter what your size, your gender, anything like that, you can still help spread the word on what the Curvy shop is, because everyone that I talk to knows someone who struggles to find clothes in their size. So just helping to like pass the word along goes a really long way.
Absolutely. So the last question I have for you is, are there any tips and tricks that you can share in relation to your expertise?
Yeah, my background is actually in accounting. So I'm a chartered accountant by education, but I totally did a 180 with my career, and I've never really worked in core accounting, but I can definitely share tips with people from, you know, a basic accounting standpoint on how to manage your books, you know, tips on taxes, things like that. I've also basically taught myself all of my social media, how to run integrations. My store is set up on Shopify, so I've taught myself all of the apps in there. So I think I can help people in terms of, you know, success that I've seen with those different products and how to amp up, you know, their marketing and things like that through social media and Shopify. Yeah.
Absolutely. Cool. So that's all the questions that I had prepared for you. Really appreciate you joining us today and telling your story. We do ask that you end the interview off by looking in the camera, stating your name and your business name, and asking the people watching to keep it local and keep it YYC.
Okay. I am Aymie Rondeau with the Curvy Shop. Keep it local and keep it YYC.